Let me call this meeting to order. It is now June 23rd, 2015. It is 6:30 p.m. The regular scheduled board meeting. Determination, we have a quorum. Dr. Norberto Cantu.
Present.
Mr. Eduardo Ramirez.
Present.
Mr. Benito Sainz.
Present.
Mr. Ruben Klein.
Present.
And Daniel Garcia, myself, as present as well. We do have a quorum. The Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Ramirez.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If everybody can remain silent, I believe Mr. Sainz wants to address the audience.
I want to ask, please join us in a moment of silence for one of our former employees. Everybody knows who I'm talking about, Mr. Piper. Please hold just for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you. Approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting May 13th, the special board meetings of May 18th and May 28th?
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And for the record, Mr. Dicky Gonzalez is now present as well. Public forum? No. Item 1, consider and take possible action on travel request forms in Gruya High School. Motion in item 1.
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Sainz. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 2, consider and take possible action on approval of donations to Rio Grande City CISD.
The following, good afternoon,
afternoon,
Mr.
sir.
Garcia, Chair, Board President, members of the Board, Mr. Trigo, Superintendent, ladies and gentlemen. The following donations have been received by RGCCISD. Would you like me to read them out individually?
Yes, Mr. Russell.
Okay. First on line here, the John and Olive Hinojosa Elementary on shoes, and it was donor was Child Fund. We have Rio High School Mariachi Cascabel. They were donated $300 on the 11th of May, and this was by Colonial Manor. RGCCISD Gruya High School received $1,000 on the 13th of May, and that was by Luis Garza and Associates. RGCCISD Gruya High School received an additional $500 on the 13th by Eduardo Ramirez. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
RGCCISD Gruya High School received an additional $150 on the 20th of May also by TransStar EMS LLC. And Rio High received a grand total of $10,000 on the 14th of May on behalf of the Gene Haas Foundation.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. Do I have a motion in item 2?
So move.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second by Mr. Gonzalez. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Mr. Russell, we can continue with the practice of sending a thank you letter to all these individuals.
We will, sir.
Thank you. And item 3, consider and take possible action on interlocal agreement with City of Rio Grande City and RGCISD for tax assessment and collections for the term of July 31, 2015 through the July 30, 2016.
The City of Rio Grande City has requested to renew the agreement for the assessment and collection of property taxes, sir, with the Rio Grande City CISD. All terms remain the same as from prior agreement. This is the same as has been in the past, and the administration recommends approval.
Do we have any discussion on item 3?
So move.
Do we have a second?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you just clarify if you're making a motion to approve or?
I'm making a motion to approve as presented.
Okay.
Do you have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Sainz. All in favor say aye. Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 4, discussion and possible action to approve and grant access easement on 0.057 acre tract out of Lot 1 of the RGC FM 7055 High School Subdivision, Volume 3, page 529, plat records of Starr County to City of Rio Grande for maintenance of lift station.
Gilbert Guerra, the civil engineer for the Rio Grande City High School and RGCCISD, has submitted documents to establish a lift station easement for the purpose of having the city of Rio Grande City maintain the station. And you all have an attachment on that, sir, and we've run that by committee. The administration recommends approval also on that.
Okay. Any discussion on item 4?
I just want to add that the exhibit to the easement that you guys have is going to be just a little different. Just there's arrows drawn in a little different spot, and we're going to make that update and fix 2 little typos. But it's pretty much the exact same verbiage.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Dr. Cantu. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 5, consider and take possible action on supplement agreement number 2 between Rio Grande City CISD and the United States of America.
The United States of America, the government, had leased property from the Rio Grande City CISD of approximately 3.65 acres of land on a lease dated November the 6th, 1958. The government had requested to terminate this lease. However, they are requesting a supplemental lease agreement number 2. This amendment will cure an encroachment or an illegal enhancement by the Rio Grande City Police Department on said lease by returning approximately 0.51 acres of land to the lessor. The government is proposing this supplemental agreement number 2 before they can terminate the lease. And the administration recommends approval of the supplement. We have visited the site, superintendent and the administration, and we're talking about the armory, Mr. Garcia,
Yes.
and the lease behind it, the
Yes.
property behind it.
Is there any discussion on item 5?
And I guess this is more for legal, but I guess we need to have a contract between the school and the Rio Grande City PD.
That's the next
Also.
step with dealing with them using it. I believe they're using it as a parking area.
Oh, okay.
I move we approve item 5 as presented.
Do we have a second on item on motion?
No, second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 6, consider and take possible action on agreement to provide driver education instruction by Estrella Defense Driving School, Rio Grande City High School, and Early College High School.
Estrella Defensive Driving School has submitted a proposal to provide the Rio High School and the Early College High School students with a driver's ed program. The driving school is CA accredited, bonded, and licensed with the state of Texas. Estrella Driving School will donate a minimum of $250 per semester or 3% of all monies collected to the high schools. The administration recommends approval. Estrella has been there previously for so many years, and they've come through pretty good.
Mr. Recio, I noticed that it doesn't say Gruya High School. Are they not going to serve Gruya High School?
There's 2 driving schools. Estrella just services Rio Grande City, sir. All Valley, which is next here, will service both high schools, Rio Grande City and La Gruya, and will also have donations for both.
So your recommendation is that we accept both
Yes, sir.
driving programs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Basically, Estrella has always serviced this area. They're servicing actually 2 locations here. One is the early college at the old high school on 144-3167 Farm Road, the old high school, and they're servicing also the new high school. You know, they will this year on 755.
Okay.
I think
As long as they serve all the students, that's the main thing.
we as you requested, and I believe I called you back. I talked to these people, and we got All Valley to do both, and to also offer the donations back, both of them, and to include not only La Gruya, and Rio Bati Early College.
Very college.
Yes, sir,
Very good.
from both locations. From both locations.
Very good.
Any more discussion? Do we have a motion on item 6?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 7, consider and take possible action on agreement to provide driver education instruction by All Valley Driving School, Rio Grande City High School, and Gruya High School.
Again, Mr. Chair, this is the other driving school. It's All Valley Driving School. They also have submitted a proposal to provide Rio Grande City High and RGCCISD Gruya high school students with a driver's education program. And we recommend, the administration recommends approval of the agreement.
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have there's a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second by Mr. Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 8, consider and take possible action on external auditor service contract.
On number 8, sir, on May the 13th, 2015, the board approved an RFQ, number 1522, for the external auditor services of Reina Garza LLC, and was recommended and approved to be entered into financial negotiations. We are presenting the engagement letter submitted by Reina and Garza for their approval. The audit fee will be between the amounts of $33,500 and $36,500 for the whole year, sir. And again, the administration is recommending the approval.
Mr. Alessio, as far as the price is concerned, is that what they've normally charged in the past, or?
Yes, sir. They have stayed within range of the same price, and they've committed, and they were in the committee meeting, and they emphasized that it would be no more than, and would have a cap regardless of whatever their findings would be.
Any more discussion? Do you have a motion and
I move
item?
that we accept the recommendation.
Do you have a second?
No, second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 9, consider and take possible action, supplemental insurance plan for the 2015-2016 school year.
RGCCISD, along with the agent of record, met on June 22nd, which was yesterday, with the insurance committee to evaluate the insurance companies, to evaluate the plans, and also the rates for the employee supplemental insurance options for the year 2015-2016 school year. As per attachment, and you're having one distributed there, you have the employee benefits. The administration recommends the approval, and if there's any questions, we have the agents of record here, Mr. Peña, present today. If there's any questions on this.
Just a comment. I was at the committee, and these two gentlemen who were seated there made an excellent presentation. They compared what the employees are paying right now and what the proposals are for the different areas of the insurance, the different parts, whether it's cancer, dental, vision, whatever. And almost every single one, well, I think every one of them, there's a savings in the cost. And the benefits are even better, and some of them real good. So I just wanted to say that as far as being in the committee, we heard the presentations, and they did a real good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any more discussion on item 9? Do you have a motion, item 9?
I move that we adopt as presented.
Do you have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Sines. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 10, consider and take possible action on request for permission to purchase one bus from a state-approved vendor for special education.
The Transportation Department has requested the purchase of one bus needed to replace special education bus in the fleet. The bus will be handicap accessible and will be purchased from Longhorn Bus Sales Incorporated. bus will be funded from special education funds. The total cost for the bus is $91,875. We have present today Mr. Juanito Garcia, the Director of Transportation. Mr. Garcia, if you have any comments. And Ms. Cindy Bazan. Where's Cindy? Over here. And she's funding the bus, so if there's any questions, they could.
No, and I was in that committee too, and they made a real good presentation. I had a lot of questions. They were able to answer them satisfactorily at least to me, and I'm pleased with what they're recommending.
I was going to ask questions, but I respect Mr. Science too much to ask now. I'll take his word on that.
Do we have a motion on item 10?
I so moved, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a second by Dr. Cantu. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Item 11, consider and take possible action on budget amendment 2015-7.
Attached, you have a budget amendment 2015-7. The amendment is being prepared to revise the current budget. Revisions to expenditures are presented for your review and approval. This goes back to the food service, Ms. Ramirez, Patsy Ramirez. We've discussed and we brought this to the committee and reviewed it. It's just an amendment adding on expenditures that she has to cover. The administration recommends approval.
Do we have any discussion on item 11?
That money's coming from the special?
From food service.
Food service.
Food service, 101, Fund 101.
And it's already part of it? It's not part of the budget, like you're adding to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we have a motion on item 11? Do we have a second? We have a second by Mr. Science. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Item 12, consider and take possible action on tax refunds for the month of May 2015.
Presented is a request for approval of the tax refund for the month of May 2015. Refunds totaling $1,570 with 77 cents have been requested, and attached you have a summary there, sir. This is pretty standard, pretty routine on this. The administration recommends approval, and Mrs. Garcia is also here today from the tax office, if there's any question.
Do we have a
Move we approve item 12 as presented.
do we have a second?
One second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Item 13, consider and take possible action on requisitions 5,000 and over in a 12-month aggregate. Thank you, Mr. Rossi.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board, Mr. Trigo, and ladies and gentlemen. Members of the board, we do have requisitions over 5,000 in a 12-month aggregate, starting on page 152. Proper funding or funding is available for each of these requisitions. I don't know if you have any questions on any of them at this time.
Do you have a motion on item 13?
So moved.
Do we have a second? We have a second by Mr. Science. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Item 14, consider and take possible action on amendment of 2015 summer calendar. Thank you, Mr. Smiley.
Good evening, Mr. Board President, members of the board, Mr. Trigo, colleagues, and community. We respectfully submit for your approval an amendment to the 2015 summer calendar. This affects those employees on the 232-day working calendar. The start date has been moved back from July 13th to July 15th, making July 13th and July 14th TEP days, and this is to facilitate the 232ers in completing their TEP hours.
Any discussion? Do we have a motion, item 14?
I so moved, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 15, consider and take possible action on electronic registry online software for staff development.
We respectfully submit for your approval our request to purchase the ERO software to track our TEP development. This was presented to Curriculum Committee. At this time, we're requesting to purchase 1,000 profiles, which will take care of our professionals.
Again, I was in that committee as well, and I happen to be very familiar with the ERO program, and it is absolutely a fantastic thing to have. In my years of service, I've attended many in-services, and because we've had the ERO, anytime I want to, I can just check to see if I attended a particular training, and if I've lost a certificate, all I have to do is go to that place, and they'll print it again. So that's the system we're getting into here. It's an awesome system. I applaud you all for wanting to accept that, because it will be a time-saving program. It really will, because it'll provide all kinds of certificates for those who attend the services, the trainings that are going to be put up through the ERO. So, Mr. Chairman, if there are no discussions, I move that it be approved.
Okay.
I just would like to add that a couple changes were made to the contract, nothing big. I would recommend approving it subject to legal review.
Yes. All right. We have a motion?
Yes, please do.
Do we have a second?
And I will second, subject to the contract changes.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 16, consider and take possible action on TASB Update 102 localized policies.
We respectfully submit for your approval TASB Update 102, which was presented to Policy Review Committee.
I'll make a comment. Mr. Salinas make a good presentation, and Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Sainz were in the meeting.
Yes.
And he did a good presentation.
Do we have a second?
I second.
We have a second by Mr. Sainz. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Lopez. Item 17, consider and take possible action on time equivalent program staff development trainings.
Mr. President, members of the board, Mr. Trigo, ladies and gentlemen, the Rio Grande City CISD 2015-16 school calendar has 2 TEP days in the week of November 23rd through the 27th. So this summer we developed a summer training program that would accommodate all the instructional staff from our district. We requested from our principals recommendations for training sessions and presenters. The staff development program will include sessions in the core areas: student achievement, gifted and talented, special education, technology, and power school. This program involved presenters from Region 1, the Writing Academy, Pieces of Learning, United Professional Services, Harry Wong, and also our local staff members. In addition, we have online sessions for those individuals that would like that option. In order for us to fulfill this summer staff program, the cost, I've included a budget, and I've outlined the different costs for the different outside vendors, and it's a total of $42,050. This item was presented to the board committee, and the administration is recommending the approval of the 2015 TEP summer training program. The funding is available through Title III, Title II Part A, and rural and low income.
Yes.
Again, I was in that committee as well, and I went through practically every single item, as I usually do when I read these things. And I want to commend Ms. Garza and her staff for putting it together the way it was put together. So well organized. It's no one should have any trouble reading it as far as looking for trainings or staff development to go to in their area, whether it's a subject area or general. There's so many opportunities, and it's well organized. I again commend you, Ms. Garza, and your staff for putting it together so well.
Thank you so much, sir.
And one more thing, the
Euro will take care of all this.
That's right, from next time, that's right.
Ms. The presentation by Dr. Wong and both doctors Wong, was just absolutely phenomenal. Again, I commend all those of you who were able to get him, because he is the guru in education. I mean, everybody who knows something about education or is involved in education knows that Dr. Wong and his wife, also Dr. Wong, are just phenomenal when it comes to their skills in presenting and also the information. And they've written so many books, and they're quoted just about everywhere in the world, not just the United States. And so they're in such high demand. I'm pleased that we were able to get him here. I consider myself lucky that I was able to go to that conference, that training. It was excellent. Again, congratulations for getting him.
Thank you. We went over the evaluations, and teachers just commented left and right about all the different strategies and activities, and they referenced the book, and they have the activities, plus the newsletter that was shared with them of other teachers throughout the United States on their activities and their procedure plans. So it was a great asset to our district and our teachers.
And then the turnout was just fantastic. We had, I don't know how many, but the auditorium was almost full. And that just shows how, again, educators look to the Wongs as the guru in education.
That's good.
Thank you.
And I'm going to piggyback a little bit on that, and thank you for actually putting the amount that was paid for him and where it came from, because there's a lot of misinformation out there.
I know.
And for what we paid him, it was definitely a bargain. I'm sorry. It wasn't saying it's a crazy significant amount.
If we were to send a teacher out to his training, it would be $450 a person. So in essence, we did not pay that much with the number of teachers that we had present.
And in full disclosure, I think he had another event that got canceled, and that's how it opened up and we were able to get him.
He was booked for 3 years.
Correct.
We were told no. And then we got the call. So we were lucky.
Very lucky.
I did attach the catalog that we developed, and there was a lot of hard work done to put this together in a simplistic way that teachers and administrators could easily look through the catalog, and also at a glance section, so that they could just look at that and recall some of the training sessions that they might have read the descriptive on, and then received a registration form, commitment form. We received those immediately, and then we send out flyers and created sign-in rosters, and even had all the certificates ready for them to take home with them at the end of the sessions. For the exception of Harry Wong and sexual harassment, those are still available. We have them ready. We're going to give them to the principals. There were too many for us to hand out because of the time element. We did not have enough time within the first morning session and the afternoon session to actually issue them out, but they will be sent to the campus principals.
And it's my understanding that he's like another resource now. Now there's open communication with him and our superintendent, and
Exactly.
I think that's great. That's phenomenal.
That is correct. He emailed us and told us that there were teachers already communicating with him and sharing what they're doing here, and he commented on the strategies and procedures that our own teachers already have in place, and so he welcomed more input from teachers. And so the communication has begun among teachers and Harry Wong.
Wonderful.
Great job.
Thank you.
Any more discussion? Do I have a motion on item 17?
I so moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 18, consider and take possible action on the Writing Academy programs for grades K through 12.
The district campus principals and their writing teachers attended 3 presentations from 3 different companies, the Writing Academy, Jane Schaefer, and the Abitos Writing Project. These individuals were asked to vote for the program they wanted to implement in their classrooms. The results indicated that 27 out of the 37 chose the Writing Academy. This program provides a day-to-day lesson with a scope and sequence for a total of 180 days for each grade level K through 8th grade, and 3 trainings per grade level for a total of 19 training sessions. And some of these trainings are combined, like our 5th, 4th and 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th are combined. The high school proposal involves 3 training days that includes Black Line Masters and activities that teachers will use to implement this in the classroom. The high school does not include a day-to-day curriculum, so they will be getting Black Line Masters. It focuses on what students are tested in, which is expository, persuasive, and decision in editing and revising. The total program cost for K through 8 is $79,000. $30,657 is for the curriculum guides at $85 a guide. I've included both proposals there for your review. They have also been sent to the attorney for the agreement to be reviewed by them. $48,450, those are for 19 training sessions. And again, they're divided into 3 different types of modes of writing. The high school involves 3 training sessions, and their total is $7,650. The district administration, campus principals, and teachers recommend the approval of the writing program K through 8 for a total of $79,107. And the high school proposal for the amount of $7,650. Funding sources will be 270, 255, and Title III.
Very good.
Nationwide, we're graduating students from high schools who have very minimal writing skills, and that's because we're not emphasizing writing enough, and it has to start at the very bottom. This program addresses that. Again, I commend you for having a program like this because again, it's going to address an issue that is hurting, and again, it's nationwide. It's not just in this area, everywhere. So I'm glad that you're addressing this issue
and
this
we've
way.
had discussions about that, and we agreed that we needed a writing program that would have writing across grade levels, and we're also looking into writing across the core areas as well.
That is the key in the core areas to me, and in all the areas, but particularly the core.
Ms. Dion, have these contracts been reviewed?
Yeah, I didn't have any changes.
So it's subject to the contracts being reviewed, or?
I reviewed it. I don't have any changes.
Okay.
Any more discussion? Do I have a motion, item 18?
I recommend approval. Against approval.
Do we have a second on item 18?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Garza.
Thank you.
Is there any discussion or anything on reports and information? No. It's now 7:03. We're now be entering closed session under the authority of the Texas Government Code Section 551.071. It is now 8:19. We're out of executive session or closed session. Do we have a motion, item A, B, C, D, and E?
I move to approve by the A, B, C, D, and E. Is the discussed in closed session?
We have a motion by Mr. Klein. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Eduardo Ramirez. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item F, do we have a motion, item F?
Yes, I move to deny the level 3 grievance of Mr. Villarreal.
And do we have a second?
A second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
We have one. We have 2 oppositions by Mr. Klein and Mr. Gonzalez. Motion is carried. Do we have a motion for adjournment?
That's so moved.
We have a motion for adjournment. Do I have a second?
Second.
Now meeting is adjourned.